Hi everyone, how's it going? It's been relatively quiet today. I say relatively. It hasn't been it hasn't been really completely quiet, but it's been relatively quiet because I've been so busy like doing my fucking readings notes. I've got readings for February coming up, and I've just been doing my notes on these. So I've just been doing my notes on my readings for February because February's coming up. And I just completed like my full moon reading, as you guys know, on Real Justice Tarot for January. So I'm just busy doing my reading stuff, and then I had that meeting with the commercial lawyer to discuss my options with regards to business and stuff like that. So things are looking good on that front. Honestly, it's really exciting, but I don't want to talk too much about it because, of course, I want to give it time to improve. Things I'm going to have to prepare for as a targeted individual, though. First of all, I'm going to have to prepare for attempted theft of copyright. Second of all, I'm going to have to prepare for financial fraud because they've done that a number of times. And also, I'm going to have to prepare for basically any and all attempts to kind of sabotage my business, because a lot of TIs have found that even when they've done something as simple as try to publish books or anything like that, they usually find that, their communications are hacked, so the books don't come through the way they should, or something like that. It happened to Ciara Tavares. She wrote a book called how can I not remember the book's name, and I've actually read the book. I'm going to look for the book right now so you guys know what it is and where to find it, because I've read her book. Ciara Tavares. I think it's called Attacking Tavares or something. Book. Targeting Tavares, yeah. So that's the book. I've actually read it and it's actually extremely well explained, but there was supposed to be some photos in there. But because she had been gang stalked, because of the gang stalking and because of the hacking and everything, look, this is a book now. Because of the hacking that has been going on with her book, there were supposed to be images that went with this book. It's a really, really good book, by the way, and you really, really should buy it because it speaks a lot about targeting. It's very comprehensive. It puts into words things that you know about your experience as a TI, but you haven't been able to put into words yet. So that book is excellent for understanding exactly how targeting works, because the way she explains it, again, it's very cohesive and concise, but it packs a lot of information into relatively few words. So I advise anybody to read that book if they're a targeted individual. Even if you're not a targeted individual, it's worth reading because, there are multiple crimes in there that, at least one of those crimes has affected like one normal person at least one point in their lives. It's just that with targeted individuals, that type of all-around control is experimented on us because they want to see how best they can control the public. So, well, I say they, talking about intelligence services, the network within a network. That's what I mean by they. So if you read her book, it's good. But she's an example. She's a prime example of targeted individuals that have tried to get their business up and running, only to repeatedly come into problems with hackers and with perps, just repeatedly. So I have to look out for that. I do have to look out for that. And also there's another TI that I knew that wanted to do, I can't say what business she wanted to do. I don't want to reveal too much about her stuff because I don't know if she's still up and running yet. But there's also another person who tried to steal her moniker. That happens a lot with TIs as well. One of the worst cases I know about was somebody who had hundreds of thousands of dollars in their account after they sold their house and they were about to move to somewhere else, and all of a sudden all that money was just gone. and they were forced to basically form, their handler stepped in, formed a relationship with them, and they were forced to live with their handler for a certain amount of time. But yeah, like, this shit is bad. I mean, so as a TI, I've got to take all of this into account. I've also got to take into account my emotional responses, because of a combination between my hormones and my borderline personality disorder and the cycles of abuse that like a normal TI goes through anyway. Like, I have to like keep all of that into account, because if my emotions are out of whack due to the abuse that I'm going through, then progress in my business is going to suffer. So I have to think of that as well. So I have to think of that as well. So yeah, so basically that's what I've been kind of putting together. I know there's going to be some intellectual theft, or well, attempted intellectual theft. I know that there are going to be people who are attempting to take my shit, but the thing is that at this point in my life, like, if I'm the best at what I do, then that's enough. That's all I have to do. Just make sure that I'm the best at what I do. That's the foundation that you build your business upon. Being the best at what you do and wanting it the most. And that's all you need to get yourself started. I shouldn't tell everybody this, but yeah. Yeah, so 1 second, let me wave. It should work. So thanks for Mind Garden 5723 for joining me. Yeah, so yeah, basically that's it. So basically I'm thinking about my business and, all those type of ideas, because we're in the apology stages right now. I'm in the quiet stages of gang stalking. I might as well make the most of it. Get everything done. What do you do? Well, I do tarot readings. I don't do tarot readings as a business yet. I've got another project on the side that I'm doing that I'm not going to talk about right now, because I want to get that off the ground. But I'm getting everything. I'm kind of basically, at a certain stage where I don't want to reveal too much, but I am being as productive as I can. Because, when you talk too much about what you're doing, then you never really get it done. So I'd rather just, for now. It's not about people finding out. It's about me basically saying too much as a way to kind of talk myself out of it. Because you know how people do. They talk themselves out of it. So yeah, I do tarot readings. I do these videos, and yeah, I do these videos. As you know, there is the potential to make money from being an influencer. Not that I really want to be an influencer, but I feel like there's potential in that. As even as a targeted individual, I think there's potential in that. But again, I don't want to reveal too much about what's going on or what I'm doing. I want to build on it first. Have something solid, and then I can tell people what's going on. So that so that they don't have to do the majority of the work for me. That's just how I am. That's just how things are for the moment. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about it. Things are going well. The neighbors are still doing their thing. Honestly, there's nothing left to say. I mean, everything's been said. There's nothing left to say. At the end of the day, right? If they wanna say whatever they wanna say, that like at a certain point, you just have to kind of accept the fact that the reason why people abuse you so much is because they know that's the only thing that comes out of their mouth that's worth a damn when they abuse someone else. Yeah. So yeah, that's the way. Yeah, that's the being abusive is the only thing that means anything coming out of their mouth. So, and it's like that with a lot of people who just don't have anything else to do other than just watch other people. I mean, that's all I have to write home about right now. I've just been so busy. Which is not normally a flex of mine, but fuck it, you know, I got shit to do. I might as well get on and do it. So, anyway, I love you guys. Take care, my fellow TIs. Bye bye.